Hey you guys, so I am back. I finally finished my reading. I finished The Incomparable by Brie and Nikki Bella, and it was a really good read. I really enjoy memoirs. I say that I'm finding myself to enjoy certain memoirs by certain particular people. Before I read this one, the last memoir I read was by Jessica Simpson. Oh, it was really good. It was a great insight to their life. It was an encouraging read. It was, I don't know, it was fascinating. So, what made me pick up this book in the first place? If you know me, you know I love wrestling, okay? And so Brie and Nikki really became my girls, Bella Army. I hate verbal pauses. I'm gonna throw them out like cashews, but I'm sorry. So I'm trying not to say them. So when I first started back watching wrestling, because I was really big into it with my dad when I was younger, and I took a break. I don't know if I just forgot about it or I just wasn't interested at the time, but I got back into wrestling, I think around 2010, maybe. It was probably a little earlier than 2010, but anywho. So when I first saw the Bellas, I ain't really like them that much. They had to grow on me, but I was used to wrestling characters like Lita, and that was my girl. But the Bella twins, just seeing them grow in the ring and do their thing has been amazing. Total Divas was a big insight into the wrestling world for women, and getting to see their personalities outside of the show, or outside of the wrestling business, seeing who they are. There goes the lawnmower. Anyway, it's still going. It's probably real loud too. Let me see if I can push through anyway. So watching them on Total Divas, I kind of got to know a different side of them and an insight into them, but it was nothing like reading this book. They talked about the hardships they had growing up, the relationship between them and their parents, and how that helped sculpted them as adults, and a lot of unpacking that they had to do as they got older, realizing certain behaviors that they had. Like they just thought, well, I'm part Latina, so I'm supposed to be fiery, I'm supposed to be quick to snap off. But the older they got, they realized there was a root to that type of behavior. There was a root to that they need to pluck out and figure out different ways of coping, different ways of expressing themselves, and what's normalized that shouldn't be normalized. And just because you saw it growing up does not mean you have to live and be that way for the rest of your life. I really don't want to restart this video. And it was a really, really good read. It's only about 250 pages, maybe 233 pages, and it was a good read. It should be a quick read for a lot of people, but I read slowly. I like to ingest everything. I like to delve between the lines and highlight in books. I'm sorry if y'all out there that feel like, you writing in books, you highlight, you folding the pages. Baby, I bought it. And if I like what I read, I'ma highlight it because I want to go back to it. It reads back and forth, so there are so of course there's chapters to the book, but in each sister dedicated certain sections to each book, each chapter. This lawnmower really throwing me off. And I done started. I'm 5 minutes into this video. I got stuff to do today. I want to knock this out. I want to give y'all the tea, the Nikki and Brie Bella tea. So it goes back and forth. Brie has a section, Nikki tells a little bit, Brie tells some, Nikki tells a little bit, and it works with the flow. I can definitely tell that they had a co-writer, of course, because if you know them and you follow them, you've heard them say that their mom just really didn't push education the way that they feel like she probably should have pushed it. But it's still, so there were some words in here I was like, girl, let me go get this dictionary and figure out what y'all trying to say. But I also enjoy books that do that. Please teach me a new word, give me something to look up. But yeah, it was really good. It's a really good coming of age, I guess. Yeah, like it's a memoir, so it's coming of age. You learning about who they are, what they went through, everything from, like I said earlier, their childhood to the wrestling business, to how they got started and the backlash they faced with everything that comes along with it. Because how they mentioned that wrestling wasn't their first love, but they always have been athletes. They just got a lot of pushback when they got into the wrestling business about that, because they weren't, I'm going to be a wrestler since like the age of 9. But when they got older and they kind of fell into it, I guess, I mean, they grew, that love grew. And so you see that throughout the book. You see that that same passion that they put into the ring, they put into their other businesses, like their wine business, their clothing business, Birdie Bee, which I love their reasoning for why they started Birdie Bee. They wanted women to feel empowered about the type of clothes that they wear, and to know more about sexual education, and besides, wear a condom, and how it's geared towards men's pleasure and all that good jazz. They wanted women to be empowered about themselves and their bodies, and they feel like if they would have known a lot more, then they would be a lot healthier now. But I need y'all to read so y'all can figure out what I'm talking about. Yeah, I definitely want you guys to pick this book up and read it. One of my favorite little sections, I did a tab because I wanted to read it here. And it's from Brie's. It's from a Brie section. No, it's not. It's from a Nicole section. And the chapter is titled "The Rack Attack," of course, because that was Nikki's. That was her move, the Rack Attack, her finisher, before she had to do the Rack Attack 2.0 because broke a neck a little bit. And so she's just talking about, I'm gonna read it. If you want something, you have to be willing to call someone to the mat to go get it. You have to be willing to take a stand. You state your position and then defend it, even if it means walking out of the arena without the thing that you most wanted to win. But if you don't try, if you don't put yourself forward, if you don't lay it all out on the line, then it's nobody's fault but your own. If you don't get it, we often operate in relationships like we're with mind readers. Like we should all be so tapped into the other person that we can automatically know how they feel. I found that I sometimes don't even know how I feel until I start to give it a real voice, to hear how it sounds coming out of my mouth. I think it's like any muscle. As I exercise my voice more and more, it will come easily and often. Love, like everything else, is a nothing venture, nothing gain situation. Say who you are, say it often and with passion. I love that. Say who you are, say it often and with passion. And so that's a good summary to this book. They're saying who they are, they're learning how to say it often, and they're saying it passionately in any venture that they want to conquer. And it's encouraging you to do the same. And so yeah, definitely check out the Incomparable incomparable, incomparable. Brie and Nikki Bella. I definitely suggest it for you guys reading ventures. And I said the word venture a lot, huh? I have. Y'all tell me what book y'all want me to read and review. Drop it down. I don't know. Let me know. Let me know. I think I kind of like doing this. I think I kind of like doing it. Y'all let me know if y'all like hearing me do it. Y'all have a great one. Bye. Bye.